I hope that my impact here is not something that is necessarily on paper, but it's kind of engraved in the hearts of other people. When I started looking at colleges, I knew where home was. I was always going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss was a place that I could marry my two interests and passions perfectly, and I've been able to do that here at the university with a really generous scholarship that has allowed me to really focus on being a student, which is what I truly wanted to experience in college.
To me, I would say Ole Miss represents opportunity. For many of the students here, the opportunity is there.
As a first-generation college student, senior of high school, coming here felt like coming to an Ivy League. This was really one of my only colleges I had in mind. I knew I was going to stay local, I was going to stay in the state, and the connections that this university has provided me with, the organizations I've been able to get involved with, and the education of a lifetime that I've been given here is something that isn't comparable to anywhere else. And I would say, as a senior now, if you were to still ask me what Ole Miss means, 4 years later it would still be opportunity.
Ole Miss means everything to me. I've felt, learned, and grown within this institution in the past 4 years. Ole Miss provided me with a platform to have this amazing opportunity.
The people that I met just for Honors Welcome Week, the very first week of class, I remember feeling like these friends were going to be my best friends for life. The professors that I talked to, I would be in class, I would go talk to them after class, and they wanted to support me in every endeavor that I had. I would mention something, they're like, yes, I'll do whatever I need to help you.
What Ole Miss means to me, it's friends, it's familiarity, it's growth, personal growth. I've grown a lot here, both as an individual and as a scientist. The scholarship opportunities, specifically I got something called the STAMP scholarship that has allowed me to travel a lot. So it means new opportunity, new chances for growth and exploration.
When I think of the people here, I think of the saying, it's the people that make the place, which is kind of a cliche saying, but I do think that that really speaks to just the community that I found here. I always prayed that I would find a community that could build me up and encourage me, even in times that maybe I wasn't gonna commit to those things or have the confidence to do those things myself. It's been something that has been such a huge aspect of my college experience. I think of the friendships that I've built through Special Olympics and just those people and how they've made me a better advocate, a better friend, a better person, and I think that that's something that I'll take, through the rest of my life with me.
I think about my 7-year-old self. I started baseball camps here at Ole Miss, and I remember meeting Mike Bianco, our head coach, and I remember time after time, year after year, I kept coming back, and eventually I got so old that they wouldn't let me come back anymore. Fast forward 2021, I went to apply for college, and I remember walking into the Swayze Stadium and remembering for the first time, wow, this stadium is really electric, and the community here and the university and their connectedness is so amazing. Ole Miss already felt like home to me, so it was the easiest decision for me.
It's a people, it's a community as well. It's not just a place to come get a 4-year degree and get out. It seeps down into your DNA and it stays there and you can feel it. To be leaving now, it's probably the most pure definition of the word bittersweet that I could ever imagine, because on one hand, it's been the greatest 4 years that I ever thought I could have, but also too, I'm really excited for the journey of dental school next year as well. But the good thing is, and I think it's written in the union, one never really graduates from Ole Miss. So I know I'll be back. It's still gonna be with me. I'm still gonna bring my family here when I'm older. My little kids will be running around in Ole Miss, Jackson Dart gear. I have that comfort knowing that I'll still be here.
Coming here from halfway around the world, Ole Miss has truly been in home for me for the past 4 years. So I have made amazing friends and gathered amazing memories. So it's kind of sad to go, but we all have to leave somewhere to be somewhere. But I feel like I'm gonna get one of the best experience of my life as I go, and that is going to stick with me forever.
It's really hard, I think, to sum up what Ole Miss means to me in one word. It's been the education of a lifetime here. Being a student, the community here has been so much more than I expected it would be coming. Growing up, moving so often, community was something that was hard to find, and when I found it, I just had to hold on. And so coming here and finding community in so many different places really has just let me know that higher education is so much more than just the education. It's learning how to be a good citizen and impact my community and find my place, but also have the opportunity to learn from leaders and get educated at a place like Ole Miss where people come from so many different walks of life, and I truly feel that I have gotten to grow so much more as an individual and as an educator. And I know as someone who wants to be an educator in the future, I've met tons of people who I will be bringing to speak to my class to inspire the different students that I'll get to work with each and every day.
My father passed when I was 14. He was the first administrative Social Security judge that was black in Mississippi. So just having that type of lineage before me, it just made me hold myself to a higher standard. I'm going to continue to make my father proud no matter what. And that's kind of the mindset that I came here with. Let me live in his name, in his image, you know. With that in the back of my mind, I hit the ground running. And fast forward, 4 years later, here I am sitting in this room talking about the University of Mississippi Hall of Fame. And you know, it's another moment where I can say, I know my father is proud.
I have a feeling that I've gotten the most out of college. I've really learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the people around me, and I've learned a lot about how I can make an impact on this world. And as far as graduating from an undergraduate institution, I don't think you could ask for anything more than that. Everyone has written a little bit into my heart, and I hope that I'm able to kind of emulate that by those around me.
To me, if I had to describe Ole Miss in one word, that word would be opportunity, which I think is interesting because I always point out on campus we have the James Meredith statue, which depicts him coming into the university with courage and leaving with opportunity. And I think that that is so telling of majority of our students' experience here. And so that was definitely my story. I never would have thought that I would be doing half of the things that I've gotten to accomplish or, do or see or anything today. And so that really is just kind of what sums up my time here and what I always explain to students. If you are looking for somewhere where you can kind of take what they're giving you and run with it, this is the place for you.
To be leaving Ole Miss after my last 4 years is devastating, but I think I'm always going to be rooted in Ole Miss no matter where I go.
I'm really sad about graduation. I think it'll hit me after, but I'll always have, Ole Miss and how it's defined me. Now I'm empowered and emboldened to know that I can make an impact on this world, and I think that Ole Miss has taught me that. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful.
I don't remember when the line blurred, but I remember being home in Madison. I remember telling my mom, oh, I'm going home tomorrow. And she was like, you are home. And then I was like, no, I mean Oxford home. So I think that's the most beautiful thing about an institution is where the people can really create a home away from home. And I feel so comfortable being here and who I am and pursuing what I'm passionate about, knowing that I have a support system that will take me anywhere I want to go.
I appreciate this honor, and thank you to obviously everyone that got me here to this point.